Marathon just dropped this crazy trailer today. And basically, what's going on is this is what seems to be an in engine cinematic of sorts. And we're getting to see the art style and the some what seems to be some kind of gameplay between a character. This one character, as they're called in this world, they're called runners. Are this one's running through, being chased down by something. They get shot. You see some blood splatter on the leaf here. Obviously, with Marathon and Bungie, this game's art style is very bright. Lots of use of this very specific shade of green, lots of pinks, lots of blues. It's very colorful, very just you know you could see it from freaking space kind of art style. However, it is super cool, and basically it doesn't show a lot here other than this runner has fallen, and you see this beam go into the sky, and this cat, which is also some kind of synthetic, is checking things out. You get to see its eyes. It's doing cat-like behavior, of course, and then it just kind of chills and hangs out. And it says marathon gameplay reveal April 12th, 2025, 10 a.m. PDT. So, um, so there it is. And here's the article from Insider Gaming. Basically, we're going to go through this a little bit. And as always, if you enjoy the video, like, comment, subscribe, bell notifications, that whole stuff. Appreciate it. This so real quick, I do want to say that for the past couple days or so, there has been an ARG that's been going on. Now, I don't have all the details of this. I suck at ARGs. I'm not good at deciphering things, but the otherwise Marathon, Bungie, possibly a lot of Destiny people, community have been, and even people from Call of Duty like Milo, Mr. Raffle Waffles, like he's been real hardcore getting into Destiny lately, and he's been jumping in and spearheading a lot of this ARG stuff. So shout out to that whole community for all the hard work they're doing. I don't know what it means other than it led to revealing this trailer date reveal, April 12th, but also they had a lot of influencers and media that have been playing Marathon in recent days, as a lot of social media have been showing off badges that they've been wearing and showing and saying, hey, basically, we can't talk about anything yet, but gameplay reveal soon. And this here says the veil is set to be pulled off of Marathon as Bungie announced that the gameplay reveal will be April 12th, this next Saturday. The event will air at 1 p.m. Eastern or 10 a.m. Pacific on Marathon's Twitch channel. And you can click this link or just look on Twitch for the Marathon channel. And it's kind of brand new. When I followed it earlier, it was only like a few thousand people. I'm sure it's much higher now. And then they have their YouTube channel as well. And then this exclusive stuff. So over the last few days, Bungie's been posting teasers on social media as well as updating the game's profile pages on Steam. That they did update their Steam pages too. And it says their Marathon is expected to be a 3-player extraction shooter. In June of 23, Insider Gaming exclusively reported on the planned gameplay loop, which we could probably go ahead and take a look here. And so this article is from 2023. Just remember that they first were showing this game off to closed groups, and then it had very bad reception. And then over some months, they reworked it, and then they had another session where it was going a lot better. And then, they did delay the game, and they've just kept working on it. As a matter of fact, last October, Joe Ziegler, the game director for Marathon, did a whole 10-minute video where he virtually told us nothing because they couldn't. But that was this past October, and October was the last time we got a real October of 24 is the last time we got a real update. But this here talks about the gameplay loop, three-person extraction shooter that features stuff like kind of like Tarkov, right? You go in, you try to get loot, and you try to extract. But if you die, you will lose everything. So that's just kind of a key point. And it says one of the biggest potentially controversial features is an oxygen system. All players have limited oxygen supply that essentially acts like a match countdown timer. Once the player loses oxygen, you begin to lose health. Extracting before you run out of oxygen and health is the goal, but players can also find CO2 canisters in the match or subsequently by buying them at an expensive price on the market before heading into battle. So Y'all can. I'm not gonna read this whole article, but if y'all want to check it out, by all means, go check it out. Again, this is one of those really interesting things where, look, it's Bungie. And I personally have played Destiny for the past decade. I with missing very little of the content over the last decade. Um, Bungie, everybody knows Bungie has some of the best artists in the game. Granted, the Bungie of today is not the same Bungie as before, where they had a lot of layoffs and even upper echelon employees were let go, some for more nefarious reasons than others. However, Bungie still retains tons of the best talent in the game. Now, not everybody's gonna be on the up and up with where this game has been. So again, remember, go ahead and check out these articles so you can catch up. But the ARG's been going on, gameplay's been happening behind the scenes, and it looks like we're finally gonna get our first gameplay teaser um, on Saturday, April 12th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific. So I don't know about you guys, but I will absolutely be covering this extensively. I don't want to miss this at all. I'm really jonesing for a new extraction shooter aside from the rumored PUBG Black Budget that's supposed to come out this year. We'll see more on that later. But let me know in the comments what you think about Marathon. Are you pumped for this? Is it something you're interested in, or is it one of those things where, you know, I don't really care for extraction shooters, but it's freaking Bungie, so like I gotta see it. Like that's like I'm both. I like Bungie's games and I like extraction shooters, so I am really jonesing for something new. And this, from everything, all the influencers are hyping it up right now. Take that with a grain of salt. I think the gameplay will be very revealing. That's what I'm most excited to see is like, what does it actually look like? What does the gameplay loop actually look like? Like how it plays. That's where I'm like, that's the one thing that's gonna like tell me, do I get it day one or do I wait or is it still like free to play? I don't even know about that. Matter of fact, so if y'all know if it's free to play, let me know in the comments. I think it's gonna be question mark. I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Check out the ARG and their Discord if you want to. Um, there's that's been going on, and then again, Saturday's the date. So that's pretty much all I've got here. Again, like, comment, subscribe, bell notifications, so you don't miss out on everything marathon. I'm going to be covering it. Really appreciate you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.